Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. How are you doing today? I am here today to talk about happiness and how important it is to try and maintain happiness. Um, I myself struggle with staying happy sometimes. We all have little things in life that they're little, I want to say pings of frustration. There's something in my way. I wish to get it out of the way so I continue to my trajectory towards my wants. And I want to say that it is a struggle to stay happy all the time. I'm somebody that, even if I'm in a terrible mood, most of the time, I will attempt to feign happiness for everyone else so that I'm not bumming people out. Um, now, that doesn't come without its flaws. I'm enjoying rum and water. Most people think that's gross. I like it. I'm enjoying cigarettes. Terrible habit, but I love smoking. So that makes me happy. But I want to say anybody that's having a rough time being happy, if it feels like you hurt inside and not just like, physical pain. Like inside hurts, you're sad, you're depressed. If you feel that way, I want you to know that nothing like cigarettes, alcohol, a good movie, anything you could go out and buy, that isn't the key to your happiness. It will not fill the hole in your heart. The trick is to decide. Decide for yourself that you do not want to feel this way. It can be hard. I've had a very hard year this year. In fact, if I'm being totally honest, life has never really been very easy for me, and I'm not complaining. I don't think that it's easy for anybody, but I went through a lot of trials and tribulations all throughout my life, and a lot of it had to do with anger. I was always very angry. Uh, I wasn't. I never always tried to hide my anger from people. I used to be very open about it. But it makes you look silly. When someone freaks out, the first thing that they do is freak out. The second thing they do is regret freaking out because they look stupid, especially in front of everybody else. Your problems are not bigger than, other people's. I mean, they can be, but I mean, you know, you have to deal with it in the proper way. And dealing with it with calm and a sense of maturity, I guess. Sometimes it takes time. But what I'm trying to say is you can't use things to make you happy. It never will happen. I'm slowly depleting everything I own. I don't even have, well, I do have a couple things on the wall, but that is something I'm probably going to get rid of eventually. It is signed. I have a clock that's useful. I have a painting that my friend made me. I'm going to keep that, of course. But what I'm saying is to you is the distractions you have around you stop you from being who you really are. You know, if I, for instance, want something on the wall, like a poster, Why aren't I painting something to put on the wall? Why do I think, sure, the lazy reaction is I could go out and buy a poster and put it on the wall. But that's a distraction and it doesn't mean anything. You have to find meaning in your work, in your life. You gotta find meaning. Because in the end, you only have one life to live. And don't you want it to be a good one? In case you're wondering why I'm wearing a Britney Spears shirt, it's because it was a gift, but also because I can rock a Britney Spears shirt. That had nothing to do with what I'm saying, I just figured I'd explain myself. But I want you to know that you're not alone. Find your love in life. Do not surround yourself with negativity. I used to be a huge fan. Not that I don't appreciate the art behind it, but I used to be a huge fan of things like Cannibal Holocaust and Necromantic. Heck, the stuff behind me that it's all comic book for a comic company that produced Fulci comics, and which of course, naturally they're fairly graphically violent. I used to be a fan of all that stuff. I still appreciate the art behind it all. It's just that I've seen these movies 100 times, and I thought to myself, what's that doing to me? What is that doing in here? I always like to show them to my friends to freak them out, and then I'm thinking, what am I doing to their psyche by showing them things like that? A Serbian film? No one needs to watch that. Honestly, it's kind of a miserable thing to watch. People find humor in it, and I get it, but it's not very funny. It's actually kind of just the whole premise of wanting to make something like that to me seems so just wrong. Now, I'm not like a, what you call it, I'm not PC in particular. Like, I'm not like totally hardcore about what people want to do. I don't care what anybody wants to do. You can do what you want. If watching that stuff makes you happy, that's fine. Watch it. But the truth is that everything you surround yourself with really does reflect who you feel like inside. And there's going to be people that maybe don't understand, will make fun of you. I used to be an atheist. I don't know what I am now, but I used to be an atheist, and I was a very mean one. I would make fun of people's religions straight to their face. Not so much make fun of it, but argue against it. And I think that that's really wrong, because their faith is what's making them happy, and that's their thing, and that's the truth. It's making them happy. So why would you want to ruin someone's happiness just because you don't agree with it? Recently, I've had a lot of hang-ups. I'm supposed to be getting a job. I won't tell you about the job, but it's a job that will make me a lot more money. And I've been trying to get this job. And I've had nothing but pitfalls along the way. I am 34 years old. I've never had my license. So in order to get this job, I had to write some quizzes. I passed 5 of them. I have to do 1 more. And then after that, I found out I need a license. So now I have to get my learner's license. So I went and I did that. Or I tried to do that. Found out I didn't have a birth certificate, and I cannot get valid ID without a birth certificate. So Now I have to order my birth certificate to, which is its own set of things that I have to do. And all of this frustrated me to no end because this has been going on for about 3 months now. So you can imagine my frustration. I've been basically barely getting by. Can afford cigarettes and rum, but barely getting by, and I'm telling you that it's okay. And people go through these things sometimes. And I freaked out. I made a big ass of myself. Sort of. Not that badly, but I don't like it when my anger gets the best of me. It's a very, very close feeling I have. And I used to meditate to try and get rid of that, but I don't meditate anymore. So I'd like to get back into that, because that made me happy. And I'd like to get back into painting, back into writing music. But a lot of times when you have so much things on your plate, it's really hard to focus on nothing but that little ping of disappointment that's constantly following you around. But anyway, what I'm trying to say to you all, and I'll keep this will be the end, is take care of yourself. Do something for yourself every day that maybe makes you happy. As Dale Cooper says in Twin Peaks, once a day, every day, give yourself a gift. And, of course, the mastermind behind Twin Peaks is David Lynch. So that's his message to you. And that's my message to you. Be happy. Try your best. Because in the end, life's too short to be sad all the time or angry. And that's all I have to say. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you for watching. I may make videos. You know me. I'll make them here and there, but I'm not very good at keeping up with that stuff. Stresses of life sometimes, But anyways, I love you all. Have a wonderful day.